Hello, my stamping friends. This is Renae Novak at BlessedByCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I'm here today to share with you another Make It Monday tutorial. Today I'm going to share with you a 6x6 one-sheet wonder from the Designer Series paper that is in the July to December catalog, Lights Aglow. Now, this is a 6x6 sheet template, and all this measurements, the cutting template, will be available for free on my blog at BlessedByCards.com. I am going to use some accent pieces to this paper, and that will be on my blog as well, with all the measurements and a picture tutorial and instruction sheet. So if you want to write it down, feel free. And don't forget, it is celebration time, so you can get all of these products and then get a free product from the Celebrations catalog. So the Designer Series paper, like I said, is Lights Aglow, and I chose to use this Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent. Has a little bit of a gold speck, if you can see that on the camera, but it's really pretty paper, and the other side is just a Evening Evergreen with a gold design. All of the papers in this Lights Aglow pack are really beautiful, so pick whichever one you want. I am using the Evening Evergreen ink pad, and that's the only ink pad that I will be using today. So let's get started with the cutting. So the first cut you're going to make on your 6x6 paper is at 3 inches, and that will give you two pieces that measure 3x6. And so for one of them, you want to cut that to a 3x5. And then that will give you your 3x5 rectangle. And then you're going to cut that on the diagonal to give you two pieces there. And you will have a 1x3 piece left over. And for the second side, you're going to want to cut that at 5 inches to give you a 1x3. And again at 4 inches to give you a 1x3. And what will be left over is your 3x4 piece that you will be using to create another card. So that's the cutting. I'm going to set that aside. And like I said, again, the template is available on my blog at BlessedByCards.com. So for that very first card, I cut on the diagonal, and I added the Designer Series paper to another piece of solid Evening Evergreen. And I just mounted it like that. I did use the Stamparatus to add the sentiment because I wanted it to go on the diagonal. And then I used from that pack of festive pearls, 3 of those little green pearls. And so I thought that just went perfectly with this paper. And that's really all there is to it. Now, if you wanted to, let me give you another card for that. You could, instead of doing a double diagonal like I did, you could add your adhesive to this. Oops. You could add your adhesive to your panel, and then you could just put it directly on your card going only on the one side. And that would give you several cards. So you, instead of getting one card, you would get 2. And so I would highly suggest, again, the Stamparatus. So I'm going to bring that in. And I've already got it positioned on there. So I'm just going to take my Evening Evergreen, sauce that up a bit, make sure it's nice and saucy. I'm going to put my card right here in my Stamparatus. And then I'm just going to use that to add my sentiment. And again, it's positioned, so if you want to make that a bit darker, just come back in with a little more sauce. And there you have another dark sentiment in that Evening Evergreen. So that's an option if you wanted to do that. And if with the second piece of diagonal, if you didn't want to do it on the same side, you could actually do it at the bottom and then put your sentiment there. That way you would get 2 cards from these 2 pieces, but they would look differently. Or if you like the one I created, you could do that one as well. So the next card that I created was from that 3x4 inch piece. I just added a little accent of the soft succulent and I put it on the evening evergreen card. And then I stamped the Merry Christmas. This sentiment is from Peaceful Deer. And then I just added those 3 gold pearls from that festive pearl pack. Now, the sentiments that I used on the first card and the one that we just created was from Christmas to Remember. Both of those are from Christmas to Remember. And this Merry Christmas is from Peaceful Deer. So let's bring in the third card. And that is, again, the Soft Succulent using the Evening Evergreen ink pad. And I did put a little dot of the gold to bring out that gold flick in the paper. And for this, I did not have any Evening Evergreen ribbon, but I wanted that ribbon look, so I just cut some cardstock. I mounted those panels in a row and then added my sentiment. And that is how easy that card went together. So that was those 3 pieces that you got from the 1 by 3 inch. And I just mounted them together and added them to my card. So that's really how simple and easy this Make It Monday was. And so hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and be sure to hop on over to my blog so that you can download the template for free and the instructions on how to create this card. So thanks again for watching, and until next time, be blessed.